My friends, we got bananas in chat. It means that we're live on the twitch.tv/theassumer. We're playing from the Hermitcraft server. And the pre-stream music today was the Deftones with Be Quiet and Drive Far Away. What an absolute classic tune. I adore that song ever so much. And today, when my phone put on Deftones on shuffle, I was like, this is my workout music right here. It's been a while. Just the other day it was like Pantera, and now it's Deftones. I feel like I'm just, you know, realising, hey, I haven't listened to all the classic metal bands in like ages. Can't remember the last time I binged Deftones. Probably actually when I was playing it on my guitar. But anyway, yeah, I'm a green belt now. And you should watch the next episode of Hermitcraft to find out all about that. So, we have noises in the ear. Pigley has subscribed. Mayan Shush has subscribed. Razza Jams for 2 months. Crispy Rice PC for 4. Jolkip for 54 months. We've got Ruben Bar for 2. Goffy Nono. And Lego Boy 678. Thank you ever so much for your support, peeps. We also got Wabsonator for 38 months. And Mickey's Gun for 15, saying 15 is not bad. P.S. You've got to listen to the new Enter Shikari record. Big fan personally, looking forward to your review. I've put it on my list of things to do today. You probably hear me say it a lot that I'm like always busy. But today has really just felt like a bit of a scramble. And throughout the day I've just been writing down a list of things that I need to do. So I feel like I need to shift gears a little bit with everything I'm doing. Just starting to feel a bit exhausted with like all the content creation basically. And I think the lockdown situation is starting to get to me a little bit. It wasn't too much of a lifestyle adjustment for me, right? Got my gym at home, got my work at home, like everything's here and it's all just normal. But then I haven't had my days off to go and see other people. So I haven't seen friends or family in like over a month, and it's just, ugh. And yesterday, I just had this feeling in my body like I wanted a hug. And it kind of like crept up on me. I think I've been feeling that way for a couple of days, and I just realised like it's been ages since I even had a hug. Like, just the whole situation, like, yeah. And I always, throughout it, I've always kept my eye on what's going on and been thinking, hey, gotta pay attention. These are like crazy times, got to listen to what's going on inside, and I've been doing good. And you know, I'm not down or anything. I think when I sent out a couple of tweets talking about this yesterday, I think I might have made some people think I was upset. I'm doing good. I'll be all right. I just kind of need to talk about it a little bit. And thank you for the virtual hugs in chat and all the people who tweeted me as well. It was very nice to see. Sergeant Spam 17 here with the Prime. We got Red 9 YT, Ewok 783. I'm our Deacon for 2 months. Goldfish, Fredinator 4, Mike Hawk 402, Erisat's Intellect, Helica Classified. Is that right? No, Helicasified. Jeez, I'm butchering that name. And Garavan Dragon for 9 months. Thank you so much for your support, peeps. As always, it's truly appreciated. And we're going to do a little bit of building, going to do a little bit of digging later on. Two things we're going to do today. So this build right here, giving it my own critical eye, I feel like in the top areas I perhaps should have kept the whole structure a lot bigger. This, I think, needs to be more box-like, right? Oh, do I even want to make those changes? Oh, this is so mad. Like, the constant eye of creation. We might be able to do it quite simply if we extended this bit here, like, up relatively high. I'm going to do it. I'm going to hate myself for it. Oh, one of these days, I just want to play in a world in creative mode. Like, I don't want to do survival. You know, I love the survival challenge. Oh, yeah, there's no white concrete here. I keep forgetting that. I moved it all somewhere else. Will it be up here? Bells of Equinox says, I love that build so much, one of my faves on the server. Well, I have had a couple of comments like that, and it really pleased me that some people saw it that way. I mean, my overall feedback on this build is that people wanted to comment about something entirely different, which was fire aspect of my sword. So it kind of made it hard to get like a real sense of feedback. But what I did get were a couple of very enthusiastic comments here and there, and that was really encouraging to see. Okay, so we're gonna actually change the shape here. It just really kind of dawned on me. Now, you know, I was talking a minute ago about scrambling to get a video done and stuff. This is the thing, like, it takes so long to do things in survival, and it just makes you feel like the episodes aren't interesting unless things are moving along. So, like, I always resist the urge to be like, hey, I just spent ages building this thing, but now I want to change it, right? It's beautiful and creative X, says Judenor. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think it could be better, though. Definitely could be better. So, if we extend this box upwards, it in itself will probably need to become the center of change. If I were to try and make myself sound like some sort of builder person. Like, it needs to be where new bulges appear. New bulges! You know? That's what we need in this game. New bulges. It sounds so odd. What an odd statement. This game needs a new bulge. Didn't know how to bulge to begin with. Winnie says, we are always our own worst critics, or something like that. I read it right as it went off the screen, Winnie. Yeah, absolutely. Like, the amount of times I share what I'm building with another hermit and they're like, oh, it's great, it's wonderful. And the amount of times they'll be really critical of something they've built. Like, it is so true. You do just have this unapologetic... Ooh. Now, you have spawned somewhere, which is it's kind of good we've seen that creeper, because it spawned in there, and it really shouldn't have been able to. I thought I really went over this thing. Maybe I've created a couple of new dark spaces. I guess this gets to go as well. You see, what I want to do is, like, reclaim blocks as we go along here. I think my sound's off. It's very low. From recording. I think I should set it up so it's always... Just thinking, I just realised, like, all the stuff I've recorded now has quiet a sound. It always kind of bugs me when you've recorded and you're like, oh, now everything's quiet. Will anyone ever notice? Probably not. Okay, so that's where this new, like, part of this is going to go. Now, obviously, like, this vertical shape should really reside in this space here. But I think we're going to just build this up and see if it compensates. And if it does, then I'll be happy. We got a noise in the ear from lots of people, so I better scroll backwards. In fact, no, actually, I'm not going to read any. Do you know why? Because I'm a meanie. I'm not reading any noises in the ear. No, I've got a very good reason not to read them, peeps. Calm down. Oh. I thought I saw a creeper on the way down. I am going to pick up these items before they despawn. That is a really good reason, isn't it? I have also misplaced my ender pearls, which annoys me because they're very useful. Do I have any torches? I've got one. One torch to my name. That's a dark space. Okay. Yeah, a creeper blowing up in here would be disastrous. Literally disastrous. So we do not want that. Apparently I left scaffolding in here. And... ooh. Where'd that torch come from? Maybe it was on the side of one of the walls that we just took down. That'll probably be it. What is your opinion on originality and coming up with inspiration? My opinion on originality is that it's an illusion. Okay? Alright, no one really has original ideas. They're all based off of things we ever seen or experienced. You know? Musicians, movie makers... it's all got lineage, it's all got history, it's always got something before it. You know how people are like, oh, all they ever do today is remake movies. Do you know what the first movies that were made were? They were remakes of plays, they were remakes of books. You know? If you go and learn history is fantastic. It teaches so much about everything. If you learn history of cinema, like, there are all these parallels. Even at the time, people were saying, you know, they're just remaking everything. Everyone's been saying that for forever. It's just the nature of stuff. And the other part of that question was inspiration, right? Now, I think inspiration is part of your mind or your creativity where you see things and then you sort of remix them in your head. You sort of recreate them differently. Okay, I'm going to go up here. And we're going to sleep in the bed. Which I don't have. Where is it? Where is my bed? Wait, it is... Oh. Making a fool of myself again, am I? Right, oh my goodness me, we've got a 50 sub bomb. 50 sub bomb. Incredible. Incredible. Let's read the noises before the sub bomb. So we got as far as this one right here. So IQ Prof, Super Nerd 76, Dark Kajin, Game Master, Machine XD, Cheese Hands, and Badger D all subscribing. Thank you ever so much, peeps. I appreciate it. Another JT for 35 months. Droid Dude for 15. We got Freak Burrito for 28. Hazakin for 4. And Panda Craftman is here with a donation saying, "Hey X, thanks so much for creating content for us. You're an inspiration. Please make sure to take a day off once in a while. Times are crazy, but rest goes a long way. If you want to see family, my family use Skype to have a virtual family reunion." Yeah, we've had a couple of those calls, like using not Skype but WhatsApp. But like, the problem is, it's just there's no coordination. I'm always busy. But yeah, I probably do need a day off, and I'm literally planning on giving myself an extra day off at the moment. I got a weird feeling it won't be enough, but yeah, I'm just getting a little bit unsettled, I guess, by all that's going on, and just feel like something needs to change somewhere. Right. Let's build this shape up. I'm going to drink a little bit of tea in a moment. Oh, my timer isn't on my screen. It is pretty much tea time. And then we'll read that sub bomb. Fizzy says, "Oh, you got green." I got green. I got green, that is true. Ah, that makes that bit there kind of redundant. Maybe this doesn't have to go all the way over. Which would save us some blocks, quite possibly. Let's imagine that we pull this over by 1, 2, 3... maybe just 2. Drag this all out. It does mean that, like, there's still going to be a wall here, but... I don't know, I feel like that light has a little bit more purpose in life now. Just a little bit. Oh, I fell down. That's one of the annoying things here. Like, if you fall, you have to fly to get back up where you're going. You need like a double jump, you know? Hey, X, any tips for starting a new survival world? Yeah, I'd like put planning and preparation into it. Be prepared, know what you're going to do in it. Set yourself challenges and goals, and ones that, you know, will be fun. Like set yourself up for a good experience. Don't just start a new world. What data packs are you gonna have? What biome you're gonna settle down in? Your tea is getting cold, says Liberty Dan. No, it's not. It's getting less warm. Jeez, come on now. All right. I think we're probably gonna branch this off in that direction, which means actually I want to save blocks like always. Oh. Gonna startle me a bit. Hey, this wall's actually like totally redundant now, isn't it? How did I not catch that sooner? So, wait, now I'm all sorts of confused. So that's right. This here, at some point, doesn't need to be there. This is hardly worth removing, but hey, even down here, isn't it like? Oh, I should have never modified this. Now I'm just going all over the place. Reclaiming my concrete. That'll do me. I'll pick up a few of these blocks. Won't be the worst thing ever, will it? In 1.16, you should change your skin to be a nether bee. I don't know what I'm going to do for 1.16. I might change it to a strider skin, but then I feel like I'll just forever not be in my normal skin. But maybe that's the new way forward, right? Like forever changing it. You know, because they're probably going to add a new mod in 1.17. Okay, that is a big old wall. And it's got to get a little bit bigger. I reckon to about this height would be good. So what we'll do is we'll build this up, then we'll have a sip of tea, and then we'll read those noises in the air. Zombified Asuma. Like you're thinking I could go for the piglin vibe, right? Thought about that as well. I think I like the Strider skin more. It's a little bit Evil X as well. Doom Guy is dressed as a creature from hell. Ah, yeah. I'd play it that way, couldn't I? Okay, so that will now look like an additional section. That helps a lot. It's not fully what I'm after, but I actually think that really works. It really gives it something a little extra where it needs it. Now, from other angles, so I'd say to compensate the feeling that doesn't feel right, would be to extend it out this way, believe it or not. So we could go for like a floating bulge, and then we can put support beams right here. So I think I was going to extend that up, wasn't I? There's also a question of where does that end up, because it's got nothing to connect to. Poor thing. I think we're going to have to wing this one a bit. Let's reclaim some blocks as we go. Going to bring them down here. Hey, wait a minute. I said I'd drink tea now and read noises. Someone uninteresting to this bulge. Ugh. Mmm. That's some good tea right there. Sugar in your tea, says Daffy. No sugar for me. Hey X, if you ever stumped on a build, you should try... Oh, I didn't get to read that. Chat moves very fast today. Cup warmers are a thing, says the T-Bog. Yeah, and if you read the reviews on them, a lot of people say that they're not very good, especially the USB ones. More of a novelty. Right. Let's read these noises in the ear. Otis the Baby has gifted 50 subs. Otis, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your generosity and supporting our community here. So peeps, if you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to throw a love heart Otis the Baby's way for gifting so many subs. We got Climb 77, Poultryman 123, Pig Puncher 5, Ingadut 010, Fans 101, Shattered Con, Ride LSN 90, Crimson Tide, Neo Catalyst, Milwaukee 64, Darth Annihilus, oh goodness me, Itekada. A crazy username. If you got a crazy username, check and see if you got a sub. Lazy Buttery YT, Peter Strike, AAC 72, HGC 20, Technoblade 102, Mr. Long Ears, The Doodle Dragon, JB Silver Dragons, Star of Hots, Fader O'Brien, Hermit Trainor, Gara Fatorata, Endgame X, Cubio Rose, Attack Bomb, Calculator Laptop, Jojo the Pro 11, Blue Dragon Mama, Crazy G36, K Schlont, Black Market Beagle, numbers 157, Dizixon 69, Shudak 06, The Flash 7550, Obi Spook 21, Meneric 3030, Tachionic Newt, Mr. Kinderegg, High Brass, Tredemption, Desiz 01, Leone 1210, and Lockheed Enoch, Star and Hazel, Medlows, Popped Up Penguin 6, and Soundwave Hope. I definitely butchered some names there, didn't I? My goodness me. Also, Otis Abebe, thank you so much for the cheers and bits, dude, saying, get a day off, you deserve it. Yeah, I'll look at the weather and I think I'll be scheduling myself in for a bit of a downtime day. It's probably needed. I think sometimes you just might need a downtime day and not even have a plan, right? Just time to think. I haven't had time to think today. It's just been this thing, that thing, this thing, that thing. But hey, you're gonna have a great episode of Hermitcraft tomorrow, that's for sure. Okay, gonna pick these ones up again because I don't like waste. Don't want to waste those blocks. Okay, and we're up. Jumpy noises, that's what you just heard. Mr. Maravash has subscribed, and so has Talon. I've never seen so many N's in one username. We got Dasty745 subscribing. Lee, please. We got Corn on Jacob 121. Zatomo1 subscribing. Removed Buckle 874. Balthazar for 10 months. Spanky Quest for 6. Bruce the Ocean subscribing. Medico2A for 4 months. Mucker Druid. Galactic Twink. Giorgio. Captain Potato 58, Maggie 114, and Robert _. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. We also got Mr. Chili Pepper here with cheers and bits, saying, hey, just joined to see if you got an upgraded belt. P.S. I made you the Strider skin. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter. Several people have sent me a Strider skin. It's a common thing when I like ask for a skin or suggest one or something. Several people will send me the same skin. I don't know what that means, really. I don't know if it means that someone's gone and pinched it from someone else. Or if people just had the exact same idea and created the same thing. Right, now I've got a rule in my head, and rules are sometimes to be broken, right? The rule in my head is that this shouldn't go down right next to the next part of the wall. So let's break that rule, because rules were made to be broken. Broken? Breaking. Rules were made to be bacon. Quote me on that, Asuma 2030. That's the year. That is the year, don't lie. Okay. So where are we at now? I think we're going for the Union of Shapes. The Union of Shapes. Sounds like a terrible something. Terrible idea for a convention someone had. By the way, listening to Lord Leviticus today, I really wanted to listen to the new Old Tower record, and I haven't had an opportunity. And I was wondering, is there a time and a place to have an Old Tower music live stream? Old Tower is like the gloomiest of dungeon synth I think I've ever heard. I don't think it's everyone's cup of tea, but it's proper like spiritual ambient background music, like meditative stuff. And the new album came out, and just wanted to listen to it. Okay, so before I get things wrong, yeah, that's correct. Okay, and we've got that gap through there. This extension is cool, but I might be getting a little ahead of myself. What did I say we would do? We'd have a overhang. We'll actually do it right here, so I don't have to undo anything. And we'll have it come literally out to here, I think. Oh, this part of the song's amazing. I need to turn this up for myself. My favourite bit of the song. I updated is here. Cheers and bits saying love the channel. Thank you. Glad you like what I do. Thank you for your cheers and bits. Did I leave a bed? I didn't even leave it over here, you know. Tell you what, I should probably go craft some more rockets, right? I should probably go craft more. We got Oscar17580, subscribe to Amazon Prime. I notice a baby is here. Cheers and bits saying check the button. Oh, we did at the beginning of the stream. It was all the way down on grey. So, say what? Denver guy, there's a new Travis Scott record? For real? Like a proper one, not a mixtape or like a collaborative one? Or are you talking about Astroworld? Because that I want to hear. I'm so far behind on my musics. Like I got blogs to write, got records to get through. Gonna buy about 5 or 6 records today. That list is just piling up. Oh, you're talking about Astroworld, okay. Astroworld is just another level. I never got massively into Astroworld. I enjoyed it. It's got a couple of booming tracks on it. For me, I think Rodeo is the one that really does it for me. And then there's quite a few cuts on his follow-up record that I really like. If you go read my blogs about it, though, you can tell I didn't get into it straight away. Like, I like to have an open mind with music. And it wasn't until, like, maybe a year after I wrote my blog that, like, what I do is I listen to records and then I put them on my phone. And on when I'm using my phone to listen to music, it's usually on shuffle. When something comes up on shuffle and you're not paying attention, you're listening in the background, something powerful always happens there. And, you know, every time one of his songs would come on and I wasn't paying attention, I'd just all of a sudden just realise how much I was digging it. And so I kept going back to Rodeo over and over again. And then I started going back to his follow-up album to that as well. And that hasn't happened with Astroworld though. Like every time an Astroworld song comes on a shuffle, like I don't really get pulled in as much. Star says, I don't think I appreciate music as much as I should. Maybe try and appreciate it a little bit. Maybe like try and expose yourself to some more music or find something there. I mean, that's an interesting thought to have, right? Or maybe it's the effect of hearing someone who's passionate about it talk about it when you're not as passionate, right? I find, like, if I go and watch, like, someone like Scar, like, Scar's very passionate about Disney, and I never, like, even have thought of having that sort of passion for something like Disney. But, like, he really got me thinking about, like, oh, you know, I went to Disney when I was a kid, and anyway, I got sucked into, like, part of the YouTube Disney community for a while. Found this channel called Defunctland, doing all these really interesting videos on, like, old theme park rides and stuff, and yeah, totally got interested in that for a while. Like, I feel like I've got my feel for it after watching many videos, but you know, I'm not. Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna cough. Yeah, so so yeah, that's like a moment of you know, maybe realising that there's something I could appreciate a bit more. Right, we got Alton KC subscribing, Epic Gamer 031657, and Random Trash 666. Thank you ever so much for your subscriptions, peeps. Appreciate it. Luminous says, music is my life. For deep times I go to 9 Inch Nails. I like 9 Inch Nails, never got massively into them. I think their first album is probably the one I vibe with the most. Suma, any metal suggestions? I mean, you know, there's so many metal bands. Where do you want me to start? I was thinking, right, so I tuned in. Oh, when was it? Was it one of his live stream days? Doc was doing this like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was his live stream day, but he was making it a music stream day as well. And so he was like just like essentially DJing like some of his favorite songs in between, and I thought, do you know, sooner or later I got to try that. And I was thinking, best way to start about it is probably to get a list of songs, just slowly build them up, and then one day if I feel like doing a music stream, it'll be like, you know, not our streaming music, like all the music that I listen to that's copyrighted, basically. You know, there'll be a little bit of Napalm Death in there for sure. All sorts of stuff, and just have a like a day where I can just show you songs while I play Minecraft and talk about them. Bit of Strapping Young Lad. Like I'll pick out some like key songs. For example, Love by Strapping Young Lad. That song, just, you know, everyone's got a song. It's not really the song itself. It's just your connection to it, right? Like, that song so vividly reminds me of 2006, the summer of 2006, first download festival. Had money in my pocket. Like it was like this weird time when things were sort of good but also bad, and that song is like very heavily tied to that era, and just listening to it almost like makes me feel like young again. It's really weird. Why don't you play Fortnite, says Killer Boy. Yeah, why don't I play Fortnite? That's a really good question. Why don't I play Fortnite? Huh. Never thought of that before. I should, I think I'm going to quit playing Minecraft and, you know, pursue Fortnite. What do you think, peeps? Is it time for Fortnite? Look at chat. No! No! Oh! Oh my word. Oh my word. You don't want to watch me play Fortnite. Jeez. Right, I really need a camera account on here. I'm just going to boot one up. I'm going to boot up my camera account. We got noises in the ear from Danny Sauce. I'm a builder. Both subscribing. And the almighty Rooster is here with Cheers and Bits saying, am I dumb or is being able to build up free at a time a new thing? Also, definitely give AJR a listen. If you haven't, they're actually amazing. AJR. What's AJR? I feel like that's something I... excuse me, said the initials off perhaps? Anyway, the answer is... Hang on, let me get... Hi. The answer is... Yes, you are very dumb because you didn't watch my myth-busting video. Where I explained why it's now 3 blocks high. I'm messing with you. You're absolutely right. You've observed it. You can now build up 3 blocks high. Now, that is a thing that you can do. Right, I really want to get my camera count on. Should we upgrade the value of this stream a little bit? Should we take it to the next level? Did that sound cool? The next level. Wait a minute. I've got something for this. The next level. Probably pretty lame. Okay. No! 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 Jeez! Oh! Oh, I'm back. Wait, but now... Okay, no, I'm back. Okay, so I didn't have the button hooked up like I thought I did. That's the button, isn't it? That's the button! Oh, what's the betting that there's going to be some sort of spoiler here? Oh, that's not a spoiler. Right, so it definitely needs a stripe across it. We're gonna go through this, but isn't this like an even amount of blocks wide? So it's. Do you all see like a green line on the screen going through what we're looking at here? No. Okay, thanks. Thanks, peeps. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. No! Must save blocks! Jeez, when will I learn? Should really grab some torches. I mean, I got 2 to start. Oh, we've got that double sound going on now, thanks to the old camera account. Which, by the way, is not positioned in a way of any value to all of you, so... ooh, there we go. Way better now. Way better. Look at that production value. It's not a regular live stream. No! I've got camera accounts going on here. I gotta say, this thing would probably benefit from being a bit wider. Let's go... Yeah, I'm actually going to make this thing... I'm going to tear down all of this and make it... I'm going to make a lot of this. I'm going to change the shape a fair bit. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then 2. And then... That's how far we're going to come out now. Like that. Like a so. How many cam accounts do you have? I have 1. And we got a noise in the ear from Lucidian12, who is resubscribing for 2 months. Thank you so much, Lucidian. We've got Otis the Baby again with more cheers and bits. Saying cheer, 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 face cam, face cam, face cam, face cam. Well, I'm sorry, my friend, you didn't say face cam enough times. The required amount is actually 2 more than the amount that you said it. So unless we have 2 more requests for face cam, it's not going to happen, you know. Maybe chat can help out. We just need 2 more requests for facecam. And we got 1 from Shiny Rogue. Oh, we also got 1 from Ufet. Oh, and Baron. Oh, no, we've gone over. We've gone over the number. No, no, no. That's way too many peeps. That's way more than 2. No, stop! Stop saying face cam! Oh, we've gone way past the number now. Ah, you can't do face cam. Because those are the rules. I said 2, and we got like 1,000 requests. Oh. Oh my word. Oh my word. Next time I'll remember, okay, to make it very clear only 2 people should say face cam, you know. X, what did you like best this quarantine? I think that's a question about what has been good out of the quarantine. What has been good out of the quarantine is the respect and thanks for our key workers and our healthcare workers, who, to be fair, kind of need that respect and, you know, that thanks regardless, really. It's just, you know, a bad situation can make you realise what's important, right? And they've always been important. We're calling them heroes. They've always been heroes. Always been out there saving people's lives. I'm going to cough again. Hermit Forge says, less light pollution and smog. Now this might be what you call, I believe you would call this anecdotal, even though I'm referring to my own experience. This, like, whenever the warm weather starts to come around, the sun is out here in the UK after the winter season, like, there's always this, like, feeling of, like, oh yeah, got to get out in it every day. And I've been doing that, but this time, I really felt like nature feels brighter. It feels just a little bit more vivid out there. It could be me. It could be so many things that make it feel that way. One thing it definitely is having less cars, right? All these buzzing cars going around, they really kind of take away from all the trees and the greenery. Just kind of, like, you know, breaks their flow, so to speak. Maybe the smell as well has a factor, but just something about the weather and all of that has felt really glorious during this quarantine. I don't know to what level the reduced amount of emissions from cars and whatnot would have on your, like, local environment, but it certainly feels nicer than I remember out there. Teslas don't pollute, says Altkey here. Well, it depends where the electricity that powers them comes from, right? You know, all things are connected. Okay, so then this comes down here to this bit. And that is a bit, again, of a wonky connection, the type we've not done before, but the rules were made for breaking. Cool Kid First says, hey X, how you doing today? I'm doing alright. Bit exhausted. I knew it! We're out! I knew it! I just need a teeny tiny bit more to finish this off. Oh, you are cruel to me. Cruel world. Cruel world. Yeah, I think one of the things I might need to do is change how I'm eating at the moment. Because I was bulking recently, I started eating like 5 or 6 meals a day. And it actually takes like a lot of time to cook and prepare and all that sort of stuff. And I think I might just be getting a bit sick of it. Plus, I haven't really been able to, like, train fully, and I feel that maybe I should change my training and change it all. And then maybe I'll have more time, because I have, like, every day I do spend a fair bit of time cooking and eating. Like, it takes time to eat, it takes time to cook right, and then in between doing that, I'm always running up, down the stairs, like, jumping on the computer and recording bits of Hermitcraft and whatnot. So maybe I just need to, like, change everything. Changing your routine can be good sometimes, right? Are you doing creatine too? Someone asked in chat. Yeah, I use creatine. It is certifiably safe. There's a lot of medical research on it, and boy oh boy does it make a difference. Like, it's a pretty good supplement to use if it falls in line with your goals. Right, so now we have to go into creative mode. We have to shift gears. We have to... No, I'm not going to... Not that creative mode. Shut up, you lot. That's not what I meant. Oh. Accusing me of cheating, are you? Creativity. Creativity is what we need. Right, I want end rods. There's a reason that I have a bunch here. And here's more of my blocks for this build. So, amazing blazing over here. I haven't put any honey blocks in. I'm totally going to put some honey blocks in. I just decided. Just like that. Okay, let's put that one over here and chuck in these extra things. We're probably going to want some scaffolding, right? Scaffolding we can do. If I get some coal, we can have torches for the inside. So let's nab some of that. Preparations, peeps. Preparations and planning. Why are there so many face palms in chat? What's with the face palms? I don't get what's with it. Dude, what's with the derp faces? Can someone please explain? Is it because the camera count is still on the screen? That's not a derp. I want it on there. I want it on there. Now there's more derp faces. What? What is going on? Oh my words. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Right, could use slime. I think slime would break the theme a little bit. Scaffolding. My brain caught up with itself. Scaffolding is what we're after. Oh, and while I remember, so I had a few comments saying that the bottom of the structure didn't feel right. Where's my iron at? I should have loads. Do you know what? It's a short trip in this direction and it's a nice place to go visit. It's a nice place to go and visit. Ah! Ever listen to Zilla Kami? Is that the guy in City Morgue? Sounds like a similar name. Right, this is probably not enough. I think this farm's been turned off for a while, you know. What's your favourite band? AJR is really good. You should check them out. Who's AJR? What is this AJR? And where am I landing? Down the bottom, actually. You should color coordinate your board. Color coordinate your boxes soon. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a little bit more organised with it and thinking, yeah, I should probably do that, you know. So I've had this thought that some people have pointed out that the base here feels a little less interesting because there's not all this crazy stuff going on, but we can't really mess with the bone blocks. So I was wondering if maybe it would be a good idea to... I'm not going to replace the carpet just yet, but to have like a pillar coming off the sides and maybe put a couple of these in here and there. So like the iron has additional like framework and support would be the idea. Something like that. I'm gonna come back to that idea. I'm gonna just leave that there. We've got a lot to do up top. Do you have any micro blocks? I have quite a few micro blocks. Ah, now I'm reminded of. You see, there's so many blocks to manage in this game, and it's like you come over here, you start looking at all the other ones. You're like, oh yeah, I want some of these, some of those, some of them. And you forget that there's other ones to come and pick up. Now I'm actually low on the one that I want, which is that. So let's make some more. And the chest monsters are slowly consuming. They're consuming my sanity. That's what they're doing. Okay, the crafting bench is here. And now we've got some more of that stuff, you see. Okay, out. Oh. So heading up to this area, this is going to be our canvassing. We're going to do all of this bit right here next. What's the topic for the day, says Altkey here. I'll let you be the judge of that. What do you want to talk about? You know? What do you want to talk about? Before we get to anything else, we've got cheers and bits from Leviathan1220 saying this looks great. Thank you very much, dude. Keydog125 with the Prime subscription. We've got Chibi. Gifting subs, it's Joey. Honorakoof. DJ Sykes. Agent Dre. Lucona119, Black Pixel 07, Fly Boy Body, Crun Apocalyptic, Pixel Juice 2, and Athena1892. Thank you. Thank you, Chibi, for gifting the subs. Really appreciate you doing that, supporting our community here. We also got the Black Ranger PL for 47 months. Says it's 4 years and 2 months. Crazy times. Have a good stream. Thank you so much for your continued support, dude. Appreciate it. Right, so the first block I want to go grab, and it's not in my inventory. I just got to get all of them, right? All of the build block palette things. The one that I was thinking of is in here. So chisel quartz. I definitely want to make use of these again. And those. So there we are. Oh, I did it the bad way. I'm starting to remember that, peeps. I am starting to remember, believe it or not. Okay, so we've used those textures a couple of times here. And we've got a big chunk. And I was thinking of just putting this down. I haven't actually done one of these just laying around on top. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Alright. Sometimes that's all it needs. Now, over here, I know what I want to put on that one. So we'll put what's up here first. We do have... Oh, that feels like, was it 4 wide? 2 blocks above, 2 blocks below. Let's knock out that one. I think I'm actually going to... Oh, you have 4... Oh. It's the wings and the jumping, man. Oh, Yang. Like, can't you see the issues these wings cause sometimes? Let's go with that. Okay, that then fills in that wall. I really need ender pearls. Oh my god, would I kill for some ender pearls? Who is not too far away who might have ender pearls? I could really do with some ender pearls. So this is the same again, right? 4 wide. I think what I'm going to do... Mumbo does. Oh, we could also go to the Enderman farm. So I just had this idea, like... Oh, that again. That's fine. We'll work with that. So, think of it as like a snake. Okay, now what we need to do is just make sure it fits into the space, right? So... I start there and go up, across. No, I think I know what I need. Hang on, how long is this? So what do I want to do then? I'm going to try something a bit weird and different then. Let's say we go like this. Oh, I need some scaffolding. What are they saying as well? Excellent, yeah, there's an Enderman farm, so we could go grab some there. So we could do a little, like, ziggy-zag, snaky spider thing, but then it's going to be too short at the top. Which I think is alright. Again, I think you can overthink this sometimes. So then behind it, we're going to put in honeycomb, and in front of it, we're going to put that. Oh, if I'm going to do that... Oh my god. You numpty! You want to put the same block there! Oh... Goodness me. Goodness me. There's people watching, don't you know? Right. Oh, the derps are real. What's this interaction in chat, Stellian? Do you really think X is a messenger or a secretary? I'm going to guess that has something to do with Grian. That's just my base instinct. Stellian, am I correct? Oh, I know what I'm going to do here, because I want to... Yeah, I know what to do. Let's make it like a circle, right? Yeah, that'll work. Ah! Not when it's there. So this is basically how you build this. You sort of go to each flat surface and just like look at it until you see... No! Okay, in which case I'm just going to end it here, okay? It's not going to go all the way to the top. That's going to make some of you sad, alright? It's going to make you upset. You're going to be like, no! It would have been perfect. And I'll be like, calm down, calm down. It's all good in the hood, homie. It's all good in the hood. We'll actually add like a ledge up there. Just kind of look and feel like there should be a ledge of some sort. Great guess, X, says Winnie. Oh, I got it right, did I? I got it right. We got a noise in the ear from Ginger Burr with a donation. Oh, this is the wrong place, but I'll move this around. This should really be over here, right? Oh, beautiful. Upgrading your entertainment, I am. Look at me. Making the stream even better now. Been watching you since season 2. Love you so much. Thanks for all of the entertainment. I really wish I could donate more because you've given me hours and hours of free entertainment. Thank you so much. I'm glad I get to send you some love. Stay safe. Well, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Whatever the amount. The amount doesn't mean much. I appreciate the gesture, you know. So thank you ever so much, dude. And so happy to have people watching for so long. It's crazy. Come a long way, right? I mean, if you're watching good old Hello YouTube back in season 2, then you know what I'm talking about. We've come a long way. Oh, actually. That one first. Okay, so boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And we filled in, you know, another part of the puzzle. The puzzle is getting filled in bit by bit. Okay, so we turn our attention now to this wall. Not going to mess with that. That's going to stay as is. And we've got free wide. Free is always nice. And is it free high? It is. I like to look at those middle shapes. If you imagine there's a line there. So we'll put in a panel here. What should we go for? I think I know what I want to do. I did one of these before, so I'll do it again. It requires some levers, some levers. I'm going to put that in the middle, and then I'm going to go put some panels around it. If we look over my shoulder, yep, there it is. We did it with a 4 section though. I might then change this to something else. You know, I didn't use like yellow terracotta anywhere. Maybe I could use that. We also haven't used honey yet. We need to use honey. Okay. That's what we need to do. We need to use some honey. This is Nom has subscribed. Walrus Nuggets has subscribed as well. Thank you so much. We've got Bean Choir Boy for 37 months. We've got a Ginger Kid 17 subscribing. Tony Licious, Tonky Licious even, for 16 months. Appleman 195 has subscribed. Invalid Silver has as well. We've got a donation here from Spangleboo with a virtual hug. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. And remember to give yourself a break and enjoy the sunshine. We are all waiting for the day when the sweaty updates return. Won't be long now. Do you like space, and have you had a look at the meteor shower recently? I am always out of tune with like look at the sky tonight events. I just never catch on to them, but my family talk about them, and they were talking about Venus, and I'm always like reading it like an hour after it's happened, which is typical. But yeah, several things. First of all, Spangle, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I have been out there enjoying the sunshine. I've been making like a concerted effort to go for a long walk, and actually the last 2 or 3 days in a row, I think it was, I walked 25,000 steps each day. And one of these days I just want to walk and like try and hit a new like landmark, maybe 40 or 50,000 steps in a single day. So got that to look forward to. As for the sweaty updates, I mean, geez, I was on my treadmill for an hour and a half yesterday playing Final Fantasy, and the sweat was it was a river. Oh my words. Yeah, that's how you get 25,000 steps, peeps. Play computer games all day. That's how I did it. Not even joking. Oh. Okay, so to get into this spot, we're gonna go and stick. Oh, I don't like the zombie sounds. Ah. Okay, it's just you up there. You're not of trouble to me. So I can go into this little space and do that all the way around. Yes, I can. And for future reference, okay, Mr. Zombie. Hopefully, I mean, there's already a torch up there, so it's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, I'll have to do a proper job of that at some point or another. Now we need to return to... No, we don't. We got those. Brilliant. Yeah, so that's going to be that bit. Then I don't know. Then I don't know. We got Manix Boy here for 40 months. What have you missed? Just been building this so far. Chibi says your pick is running low. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine with the pick. Don't worry about that. We got Scorpy Love for 4 months and Master Wuovane for subscribe Amazon Prime. I believe we're all caught up there. Thank you so much. Honey with the light behind it, says Bergala. I'm going to put honey on that big bulge on the other side. Oh, the bulge. The bulges. Over here, I think I want to do something a little bit more vertical. Let's grab a rocket. Yeah, let's get a sequence of things here. So 1, 2. Oh, that's gonna. Ooh. Why don't I try something that we really haven't done before? So one there, one there. We'll work from the top down. So if I put these. Okay, we have not done something where we alternate this before. Oh, and I've got end rods now. Where are my end rods? End rods, mate. Let's go get them. Let's go get them. Okay. What are your passions other than video games, says Mr. Mulkey. Mr. Mulkey, how dare you? Video games are not my passion. Oh, I feel insulted. Jeez. My passions are music, exercise, food. I wouldn't put video games on them. To be, I'm a guilty gamer basically. That's me. I said it before. I'll say it again. I get this extraordinary feel of wasting my time when I play computer games, unless I am sharing it with people like yourself tuning in to watch, or it's very creative. And usually if it's creative, it means I'm making videos with it or something like that. AC Alice says, if you were to walk 50k steps in one day, you'd need to walk 1 step every 1.572 seconds. I think you got that wrong, because there are people doing 100k steps challenges. Hang on, let's say the length of a stride is 1 second, 1 stride, right? So 60 seconds in a minute, and then yeah, 60 minutes in an hour, and then 24 hours in a day. That's 86,000. That is an interesting number right there. So 86,400. So maybe you're closer to maybe 1 or 2. So that video I watched is someone doing 8,000 steps. Sorry, 100,000 steps in a day. Just doing a tiny bit of an estimation there. It does sound a little bit impossible, doesn't it? But here's the thing. I know it's more than that. It's definitely more than 1 per second. It might be more like 2 per second, but you know, I've sort of estimated here and there how much you get for, like, if I go on the treadmill for this amount of time. You know, I think I get like 4.5, 5,000 steps an hour. So let's just, you know, 60 times 60 is 3,006. Wait, that's an hour, 3,600. So definitely a bit pacier than that. So 100,000 steps does sort of add up as literally walking for 24 hours non-stop. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I'm going to go and put more end rods on over here. It just feels like it needs something a little bit more to it. And maybe these blocks here shouldn't even be that material. Maybe they should be something a bit more jazzy. A little more snazzy. What about this smooth stone? That's not really jazzy, is it? That's just plain. Some more crazy kind of details. It all just looks very factory and like industrial, but in this weird toy way. I feel like this build very much suits what we've been gunning for. I'm also going to go and put that there. That's sort of a thing I don't normally do, right? I like to leave the gap, but I don't see the reason not to have the gap. That looks better with 4. Cool. This is some weird building that we're doing here, but I'm really enjoying it. It was a great idea to extend this, and it's definitely one of the just weirdest builds, but that kind of makes it amazing. So up the top here, it's this space that we would put something, and I feel like I perhaps should put something a little vertical, or just very different from what we've done before. Let's go make that 3 high. Oh, actually, no, let's goof around with this a little bit. I'm going to put 1 there and chop these off. Right, and make it into a little thing like that. That actually looks a little bit lame. Not going to lie, that don't work. I think it might be the block that doesn't work. Do you like jazz, says that guy Gizmo. I do like jazz, and do you know what? It would be awesome to listen to some jazz on a live stream. What's the deal with copyrighting that stuff? Like, Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. That's like 50 years old, at least. It's like 70 years old, that record. When did it come out? 59? It's like 60 years old, I think. I'd love to listen to that on a live stream. That's a great idea. And some Coltrane as well. I think it's the shape. Like, the shape is... Yeah, I can tell. The shape is not going to fly. Let's just tone this back a little bit. I think we'll have it just 1 high. And in which case, I don't want to introduce this iron block elsewhere into the palette. Like, if you convolute stuff too much, you remove, like, the texture's ability to tell a story, which sounds like a strange thing to say, right? But where you have your textures, like, if you leave certain textures for a certain area or type of build, it tells the story of that build. So if I always put bone blocks and iron at the bottom, it kind of, like, you know, becomes consistent. We got noises in the ear from Nick, PK 2012, Violin Boy 789, and Lifeless Figure, all subscribing. Thank you ever so much, peeps. Appreciate it. We got Dragos here, a donation saying, "Hey, it's great stream today. I was just wondering if you guys will do the ABBA tournament again soon." I do miss that. I really don't know. We got Vintage Beef on the server, the man who invented it, but I really don't know if that will happen again. I'm sure someone will probably do something with the old ABBA idea. Oh goodness me, I haven't even touched this one over here. Should we do something that wraps around the corner? Kind of a little bit similar. Oh, maybe we could repeat what we did a moment ago. Except that one needs to start 1 block higher then. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it, the whole neatness thing everywhere, right? If anything, I think to give a bit more space to that, we should go 1 block higher. Right, so I think I know what we're going to do here now. Going to take a similar concept, and, you know, the concept that we just created with this texture now being used a little bit out of turn, it's happening high up, so, you know, again, the consistency, right? Like, if you go higher up in this build and you start to see this new thing on the build sort of appear more, it kind of tells a story without having to really make any sense, right? Like, everything looks a bit toyish and industrial, and, you know, if you had these types of things lower down, those higher up, it just kind of builds that sort of sense of there's actually, like, purpose or structure to all of this, which there definitely isn't. It's all a lie, peeps. It's all a big lie. It's all madness. Thank you, Dragos, for the donation again, dude. Appreciate it. You should change it to safe at home, because that's the message the medical professionals are pushing, says Guinea Games. Yeah, if I remember next time I have my stream details up and I'm changing them, I would, yeah, makes sense. I was talking to my YouTube rep earlier about social distancing, and YouTube are doing a thing where they're sort of trying to promote, like, you know, hey, be social, like, make it about physical distancing. But physical distancing is probably what it should have been called, because I think the idea of calling it social distancing is that you don't want people to just think, oh, we can go hang out and stay 2 meters apart. It doesn't really work like that. The physical distancing sort of implies that you just need to be physically distanced from someone, but social distancing implies that it's the socializing aspect as well, which it is, because, like I said, you don't go sit in a park and just be 2 meters away from each other. That's going to cause problems. But where was I going with this? But yeah, I think I actually made all my point. Jeez, where was I going with that? Anyway, no, it's gone. It like just happens sometimes, right? You're talking and then you fumble over one little thing and then you forget everything. Great. Well done me, right? Well done me. So let's grab the old camera. Oh, that's not the camera. I thought it was. Swing it around to here. Looks cool. I like it a lot. I feel like a chainsaw. No, I don't feel like a chainsaw. I do feel like it could have maybe have had like that grey stuff is very floaty there. I'm gonna go and just add in a few more blocks here that I think are gonna not look so good. Yeah, I don't like the way that is at the bottom. What if we get rid of that? Any better? Not really. There's too much white. There's just so much like white going on here. Where would we break that up? I don't really see where. I think I might just be overthinking it. Sometimes I like stumble on something I'm doing with this build and then I leave it and I come back later and it like makes sense, or it doesn't and I just let it be. So I think we'll take that approach, right, and get things done here. So now we're in this little space. Let's swing our camera around to over here. We're going to try and sort this stuff out. Okay, I feel like sea lantern there, so it kind of mirrors that one. And maybe even one on the ground, which would probably be tricky to put in. So maybe not. Okay, little trick for you, alright, when you're doing this yourself, okay? When you're copying my build style. Oh, you're copying it, are you? Yeah, just use a torch. Good way to, you could use a block, but I use a torch. Makes more sense when you're not putting a light source there, I guess. Okay, we got Drailer09 for 2 months saying, oh dang, I just joined, hope you're not almost done. I am not almost done, we've got a long way to go at this build. But welcome to the stream, dude. When is the UK ending the lockdown? Says Oscar. I don't know, but I believe we're like slowing it all. We're not just going, alright, back to normal. Which is probably what most of them are doing. Hey X, are you thinking of starting any new minigames yourself this season? At the moment I have no plans to do minigames. That's all I can say. This space here, a little something there. Maybe just a panel of 4 of those. Let's go inside. Grab our livery levers. And give them all a whack. Oh, wait a minute. If I do you first, you're in the way. There we go. I always find it weird the way when you place them, they're immediately down. It's like they don't get placed normal and then change because they realise they're powered. They just go in straight like that. Now, I know we're doing that, but I did say something about adding a support column over here, didn't I? I think it might end up just being the one from down below. Do you know what? I'm probably not going to put a support column down here. I don't think that idea is going to work out anymore. Okay, now I'm up the top. Not where the camera count is. Should we put rails on it? I'm going to put rails on it. Not quite like that, but still. There's probably more. There's probably like more blocks we could have put on the top that look all industrial and stuff, right? Like some of these observers and whatnot. But we'll keep it simple for now. 6, 12, yeah, 12 is what we need. Now we need sticks. Do we got them? Are they somewhere? I don't want to use dark oak wood for sticks. That's blasphemous. Got to use something a little bit more disposable, like jungle. We've got noises in the ear from Denlo for 7 months and Shambasum96 for 27. Thank you so much, dudes. Appreciate it. Danny Source says the US has 50 states, each doing their own thing. Speaking of the states and Mr. Trump, who in my last stream I did say I'm trying to be a bit more neutral. It's a time for coming together and definitely being cooperative, but I feel like he does things in a way that washes his hands of responsibility. I'm reading. This morning woke up to like the latest thing he's done, right? And I'm reading it, and I'm trying to like see that line where, because what happens with Trump is a lot of like whatever he does, it's like everyone pounces on it and makes it out to be the worst thing ever, and there's not a lot of desire to talk about what he does with a little more articulation or a little bit more insight, perhaps. A lot of the time when he talks, it's really clear that he's just bouncing ideas that pop into his head around, right? And some of the little rants he goes on, it's almost just like he'll say whatever the next thing comes into his head is and go with it. And so, you know, he's sort of suggested blasting yourself with UV rays or ingesting disinfectant and possibly even into the lungs. Now, everyone's run away with this headline of, you know, he's literally said to ingest disinfectant, right? And it's sort of true, he has sort of said that, but if you take the context of how he's talking and who he is, he's clearly snowballing ideas out in the open, just throwing them around, and they're obviously terrible ideas. And again, I just think it's one of those moments where he does these things that are clearly terrible, but there's like this leeway because of who he is, where his base is still going to be able to like, you know, sort of there's, he's basically going to be able to say, no, that's the media framing it wrong, and the media sort of are and aren't framing it wrong. It's just that it's the old like hate train on Trump, basically, and I think it's one of those moments where he probably should be criticised for that, but he won't be by his own base. I don't know. The trouble is, snowballing ideas off the top of his head is 100% not what the president of a country should be doing. Exactly. Yeah, that's the point I haven't made. In this time, in this situation, when he's giving statements out, it's extremely irresponsible. I just try to think about like how he's got his base that are just unapologetically behind him, and like how is it that they are continuously behind him? And I think it's because what's not being talked about here is that this is like the most typical thing Trump could do. He's just said ridiculous stuff over and over again, but the thing is, he doesn't sort of actually mean it. What he's doing is he's just throwing ideas around, and that's weirdly defensible for some of his base, I guess. So yeah, and oh, I've been meaning to tweet out a video. So after this stream, I'm going to tweet this video out, right? I'm big above the noise. That's the name of them. So I'm big into my edutainment side of YouTube, right? And PBS, which is funded by the American government, PBS Digital Studios, they do a lot of edutainment stuff that works with schools, and I really like Above the Noise. And they put out a great video about all these myths that are circulating about, can you do this, can you do that? Oh, I heard that, you know, holding your breath for 10 seconds, and if you don't feel woozy, you haven't got coronavirus, all this weird sort of stuff going around, right? So they made a video like debunking it, talking to medical professionals and giving you the information. If anyone out there hears some sort of hokey-cokey story about a solution, about anything, like on social media, do not just go ahead and take that as fact or whatever, right? Do actual research, verify the source, find other things backing it up, right? You're probably going to find a lot of these rumors circulating on social media. They ain't got no no verifiable source, right? Because there's been so many wacky ones going around, like people using what was it, like fish tank cleaner or something. Just ugh. Someone's saying move spectator cam. Sure, let's get on that. This is very different what we're doing right here, isn't it? Here's the way I see it. Trump's personality is terrible, but almost all of his policies have been good policies. Hate the man, like the policies. False Duke says, well, you know, if you're into the things that he's done, I can get that point of view. I hate some of the environmental rollbacks that he's done. I think taking care of our environment is extremely important. But, you know, we'll probably get a bit too into it now if we go in that direction. See, Rocket Turtle says, I 100% disagree that his policies have been good. So this is like what I see. It's pretty clear that we can go into that sort of separate avenue of like, I'm on this side, you're on that side, and shouting at each other. It's not the time and place for it. I think, you know, what he's done, his policies are actually probably really big and complex topics that could be discussed at length. And I'm not terribly informed on the ins and outs of his policies. I get some sort of idea of some of the things that he's done here and this and that. So I'll we'll leave it at that for today, right? We don't need to get further into it. But going back to what I was saying about you know, all these things going around on social media, just you don't need to fall for that stuff. Like, if you hear some sort of do this, do that, and, you know, go and verify this stuff. Like, do the research before you even think about doing anything. And when I say do the research, I'm talking about, you know, finding sources from official institutions, you know, within the health and whatnot industry. It's kind of hard to say how, right? Like, because I feel like for a lot of people it's just like the words are common sense, right? How do you get that across if you're lacking a bit of common sense there? It's like you got to tell people to just stop and think about it and be like, hey, go verify this. Just don't take it from that one Facebook post, basically. Go look around a little bit. Go to some official looking places. Official looking, jeez. I can hear trepidation in your voice, but what you're saying is spot on. Trepidation, man, what does that word mean? I have to know right now because I hear that word every now and then. Trepidation. State of alarm or dread. Oh, okay. I wouldn't say I'm in a state of alarm or dread. I guess the trepidation you might be picking up on is just that when I talk about this stuff, I kind of want to keep it in that like civil middle area, right? I'm so aware of how it's so obvious how things get like polarized really quickly when we just sort of talk about our endpoints and not appreciate all that's in the middle, all the grey and fuzzy that is in any topic, right? In any topic, there's like an insane amount of nuance, and so quickly do we just get pulled to shouting our opinions from either side and not actually discussing it. So with this being a one-sided conversation, like I just felt like it was about to go in that direction, so we pull it back. It's like, nah, not today. Okay, we now have a honey cube. How does it look? To be fair, that doesn't look so great, and I think I've got the height wrong at the bottom, but I know how we can make this look a little bit better, that's for sure. Vetstone says, assume as a conservative American, I'm tired of being labelled every ism by the media because I don't think the same as them. Dude, I am totally getting what you're saying right there. I see it all the time, just the labelling of the other side. There's also a lot of conservative type media though that does the same thing. Fox News tend to do it a lot. They talk about, what is it, liberal tears, you know, like, it's terrible that we look at people with opposing views in that way. I'm not a fan of it at all. I believe in communicating and talking to one another and learning from each other. Right, what are we going to do with that? What we've done so far? We need something above and below it, and I'm not sure what. Black Switch's liberal tears. Yep, liberal tears. That's what I'm like. Oh, when I heard that, I'm like, that's just deliberately antagonizing, right? Deliberately antagonizing. What's the point of saying stuff like that? End rods, I don't think can do the job here. What? I mean, trapdoors maybe on the front and bottom, but then we'd have to power them. We are missing something here. If you discuss to win instead of discussing to understand, you're doing it wrong, says Plagiatus. Absolutely, absolutely. It's always about understanding. Understand one another. All it's really saying is that the libs whine about everything, says I'm Cecil. Now, Cecil, I don't know if you're saying that's what they're saying or if that's you think that they all whine. Like, this is the problem over and over again. It's just like groups of people just being thrown into these general categories. All it ever does is antagonize other groups of people. Doesn't appreciate that we're all individuals as well. Like, we have, like, not every person from this party or that party is going to have, like, the same view on something. That actually looks pretty good, throwing in those end rods. Oh, and I think I might have at one point... Oh, I tell you what, this big strip right here, that needs breaking up. In fact, I only want it to go as high as that, and I don't want it to go all the way down the bottom. We'll change that. We're going to put sea lanterns underneath, I think. So, I think actually the best way for me to put them underneath is to go in here. And it's there and there, or where the holes would be. Right. Oh, or maybe it's going to have to be glowstone, because on this side it's different. We'll make it glowstone then. Okay, and now we've got the underside figured out. Yep. There you go. Okay, so we're going to modify something on the right. I'm half wondering if we... Yeah, we should totally change this thing over here to mirror that as well. So let's just stick to what we know we're going to do right now. Oh, there's no landing bay on this building, someone's asking. But we'll build a tower in the area that's for landing on. Because the landing bays are cool. Right, so we go... It's pretty much, I think it's pretty much the block above the top of this, so that's helpful. We got noises in the air. I'll read them. I'll read them. Give me a moment, peeps. I will read them. Just, right, trying to get this right. Yeah, so that is where we put stairs above us. Okay, in go the stairs. I should probably put a torch over here, because I know there's a ledge there and it's going to be awkward to get to. I really hate how COVID, something that impacts us all as humans, has been turned into a political issue in America. It should be split like that, yet the protests have shown that it is. It shouldn't be split like that. I agree with you. I agree with you. Not a time for politicising things. Over here in the UK, it hasn't been politicised at all, as far as I'm aware. I haven't particularly been trying to stick my nose in any of that and find out what's going on, but it doesn't feel like it. I feel like we're all pretty much on the same page of like working with the government, which is what's required at a time like this. Crown TZ says it's always going to be political. It could always be political. Like I said, it doesn't feel like it is over here at all. It really feels like majority of the country is like really together on this. Mr. Mitten says, lol, I think Asumu's being incredibly naive if he doesn't think Boris has not politicised this. I don't know. I really don't know. I've seen people posting stuff online calling him Boris the Butcher, and man, like death is a part of like everything all the time. Like, death is always happening, and it is always linked to many different facets of things in society. And you can always link them back to policies and whatnot, right? And, you know, I don't agree with a lot of the conservative politics, but as of right now, it's time for working together. And working together doesn't mean the way you think it should be done, right? It means that the effort of working together is extremely important and beneficial. Like, it's like imagine you're like in a life and death situation, right? You're a group of people, you and someone else. You're both like air quote leaders or whatever, and you don't agree on the next course of action, right? One course of action is going to get some people killed, the other course of action get the other people killed, but no course of action gets everyone killed, right? You've got to take the left pathway or the right pathway. It's like that. In these times, our cooperation and working together is far better than not. And so, I just believe that it's not a time to criticize him right now. When it's all done and dusted, you know, years from now, when everything's back to air quotes normal, or we're in the post-corona age, whatever it is, and we have time to look back over everything that happened and assess it, that's then the time to learn from what's happened and perhaps even retroactively say, hey, these decisions that were made here and there weren't so good, what were you thinking? Like, but not right now. Not right now. Now's the time for working together to get through this. That's how I feel. Okay, so, did we do everything here? We did. We got this crazy big bulge. We're working on that now. I feel like I might want to use this again over there, but we might be overdoing it. Actually, I'd like to look for some things that we could repeat again, because it's nice when there's, like, we haven't had one of those in a while, and we could do a really big one. Or perhaps we can mix some things up here. Let's see if there's a middle to all of this and put it right in the middle. Literally every time I tune into X's streams, he's talking politics, says El Hampo. You know, I don't think we talk about it that much. Okay, that is 9. I've just counted 9 blocks, right? And then going up, it's like 1, 2, 3. I can't even see. So we got 9. So we've got an even middle bit, is what I'm kind of getting at. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going up. So maybe, I think I'm going to go for something different, and it's going to require some quartz. I know what I'm going to do here. Are there in the UK people believing that 5G is the reason for COVID? Yeah, there's been 5G boxes getting burned in the UK. People are into that nonsense. And I'd love to convince you it is nonsense, but conspiratorial thinking, right? It's a tricky topic, but it's something I talked about in a previous stream, and we won't go back there again. What are your plans for the weekend, says It's McNugget. Staying indoors? I mean, I do plan on going for a walk. A long walk, if I'm going to have myself a day off, which I think I will. Maybe head out into the countryside a bit and then come back. What did we come over here for? Quartz, right? Quartz. Let's go chuck. Ooh, I don't have any. Smooth quartz. I'm actually going to need to stock up on a fair few materials now that I think about it, because I need some of that. Need some of those, right? And I need... Oh, I've actually got plenty of trapdoors. Maybe I don't need to stock up then. Have you got a green belt, says Gus. I do have a green robe. Peeps want me to check the button. It wouldn't have moved up far enough while I've been streaming if it's even been loaded, so I wouldn't worry about it. Takes a long time for that thing to go. Actually, now that I think about it, it's like 10 to 20 minutes a notch, so could have gone up 6 notches, which probably would be close to where I'm at, but that would require that someone's left it loaded. Why are we listening to organ music? Who's moaning about the organ music? Jeez, leave it alone, it's alright. Let's get back on track with the noises in the ear. Wow, I'm really far behind. Ariva16, thank you for subscribing. Smexy Kitty, El Jahopper, Gets Free M, thank you for your subscriptions. Sayin Akuma, thank you for subscribing. We got donations here from Caxio Music and from Tebe55. Caxio says, back to what Trump said, sunlight on your skin converts cholesterol into vitamin D, which increases your immune system. And having better immune system means better chance of fighting COVID-19. So it's partially true. I would not say it is partially true. I would say there is clearly at least some line of reasoning behind what he was saying, but I still think it was really irresponsible to say it like that, for sure. Yeah, peeps, during this time, one thing you can do to keep yourself safe is to eat well. Eat your veggies, have salads and cooked vegetables every day. Good diet, help boost your immune system with all the vitamins and nutrients in there. Get regular exercise. These things are good not just for your physical health, but for your mental health, and they're good for your immune system. You know, I'm a big proponent of exercise, as I'm sure many of you know. But even more so, is it applicable than ever? I mean, if you're going to get it, you want to be in fit fighting shape, right? Now, I think it looks a little bit strange having two there, but let's just switch to the camera account for a second. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I think it will work. It also then has put a load of the same blocks in the same area, so we kind of need to avoid... We need some more contrast around here, which we'll figure out a way to put in. This is such a weird and pointless build. Just hear Corrales in my head talking about it being pointless. Okay, Tebe is here as well, saying, my mother-in-law said last night that she won't take COVID vaccine because it's filled with the devil because of online conspiracies. The internet is a dangerous place. To the both of you, thank you for your donations, I appreciate it. It is a dangerous place. There's also a lot of good that comes out of the internet, and I do believe in the overall scheme of things based on books I've been reading, like Factfulness is a really great book. You know, there's this propensity to always look at the world like it's getting worse, but there are many, many measures of things that are getting better, and so even in these bizarre times where people want to believe that vaccinations are the devil, there is a lot of, you know, we put a bright light on the crazy is what we tend to do, right? So if I tomorrow decide, like, if I decided to do something really nice and, I don't know, make nice videos saying, hey, hope you're all doing well and let's get through COVID, right? That's just going to get seen by you lot. If I started a cult, okay, if I started the Asuma cult, I am your leader, I have the secret to beating COVID-19, right? How much attention is that going to get if I, a Minecraft YouTuber, just start posting wacky videos about starting a cult and getting people to join me, okay? That is going to get a lot of attention. Think about it. It's what good and bad does. So it's easy to see the world and see all these bad things in it because it's what the media tend to report a lot. Tend to report bad things happening. And it does take away some of the attention from good things that are happening. And can make you think that the world is full of bad things. Okay, I'm not saying that that means that bad things shouldn't be talked about or anything like that. It's just a matter of perception. You've got to realise that we don't have news for all the things that went well today. Okay, we have news for the things that went bad. Okay, a little bit of contrast with that coming in here. And now what we're going to do is have, I think, I'm going to introduce glowstone going down. Oh, no, I'm not. Or maybe I'll just use that then. Bring it down to here. Maybe have it do a wiggle. Can we fit in a wiggle? It'll be... it won't... It's this transitioning of shape that's always like the annoying thing, right? So I'm going to take that and bring it all the way down. Actually, what I'll do is I'll zigzag it there and just let it drop there. That's kind of a alright thing, I think. And another one done. Where's our camera account at? So, wow, we have done a tremendous amount. a tremendous amount. We are down to like a couple of facades, to be fair. Just a couple of facades. And I am standing right with them, so... Ooh, what do I want to do here? I feel like I want to introduce something new, but... I think I know what I'm going to do. We're going to take sea lanterns again, and trapdoors, so... I'm just going to wrap around what's there to here. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing over in this space. Right, noises in the ear. Jacob Ja 1234. Let's get Streamlabs up. Cousin Starvus. Mac MC for 2 months. Big F Wazzle. Sigma Squared. We got Marco Anshisu Twitch. And Jayatran Orion for 5 months. Thank you ever so much, peeps. We got cheers and bits from Xi Jinping Uin 23. I've totally butchered that name, saying didn't assume a safe face reveal at 1 million subs on /episode 1000. Where is the face reveal at? Oh, you're confused, man. I meant 1 billion subs, and episode 1 million. So got to wait a little bit longer, just a little bit, just a little bit. Got to catch up the old pewds on the way to 1 billion. Not going to take us that long though, is it? Jeez, you know. Spread the word, peeps. We're on our way to 1 billion. Come on. Thank you so much for the cheers and bits. We also got them from B Conkin 11 saying currently on episode 72 your Hermitcraft series, and you're making a dungeon with mobs you gave armor and weapons. So cool. Could be a good project to remake since there's a lot changed since 1.14. Enjoy the stream and keep up the good work. Yeah, it could be. You know, it was so difficult to put all of that together back then, and it would still be a bit grindy, but I maybe should revisit that idea. The reason I don't normally do projects like that is because of the there's like a large amount of variable for time that you put into something, and I was thinking about this literally earlier today, how I'm constantly, like, as much as I enjoy Minecraft, because I make videos with it, a lot of my gameplay and what I want to do is forced into the narrative of the video. It's like there might be something I want to do, but it would take me a week and I'd get 10 minutes of footage out of it. You know, like, so I have to think about the episodes that I'm putting out. And projects like that would usually get pushed to the side because of the large amount of, like, variables that are beyond my control, where it's like, oh, this could all go wrong because, you know, I might go into a dungeon looking for some mobs to help and just get creeped or whatever, you know. Okay, I'm definitely going to put like a thing going from top to bottom there. I might... Nah, I'm not going to introduce something else. I'm going to keep using that we have over there. Okay, right, so I know what I'm doing for this little bit. And if what I'm saying makes any sense at all, congratulations. I just realised that my use of language there was probably a bit all over the place, you know. Okay, Ravpant says, play on Hypixel with pros. You know, what I just realised that's funny about that is that I'm playing on Hermitcraft with professionals as a professional Minecrafter. Literally a professional Minecrafter, okay? This is my profession. If I go on to Hypixel, I could just be playing with, you know, random average players. You know, think it through. Jeez. Can you play Pigstep? I'll tell you what, I need to get Pigstep in the playlist when we next have Minecrafty soundtrack, that's for sure. So, I need more of a particular type of block, and I'm not sure if I've got it over here. We've got to go to the honey farm. Right, we got a noise in the ear from Carol with a donation saying things are dangerous if you don't know how to use them. Yes. It's true. You know, if you don't know how to use a chainsaw... Oh my goodness me. Don't play with chainsaws, kids. Come on. Put the chainsaw down. Right. Apparently the button is red. Why do people say the button is red? Wait, what? Why are people saying the button is red? Oh, we never went and got those ender pearls, did we? I feel like I have to check it now if it's going to be red. Jeez. Now the chat goes mad for the button. Oh man. Let's go have a look then. I tell you what, I'll give you a little hint of why you should watch my next episode of Hermitcraft, because I thought the button was red and it's kind of hilarious. Okay. Purple. You know, whoever started that rumour, alright, wasting time. Oh, think of all the blocks we could have placed. How could people possibly know, says Raptor? Maybe someone else is streaming. I think False Go live. Someone in chat said, you know, there's always someone saying someone else is live in my chat. It was False today. We got Mother of Corgis here, gifting subs. Mother of Corgis, thank you so much. I appreciate you gifting the subs. Ranged America, Festivities, Runaway ID, Guernsey Donkey, and Mika Cussman. You're all now subscribers. Thank you ever so much for gifting those subs. Appreciate you. Ooh. That was a weird noise. Oh, I need glass as well, do I? Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. Righty-o. We can at least place these now. Ooh, did I do that right? I did that wrong. And there it is. Let's get some food in the belly. Oh, food. I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat some food. I got some vegan cheese sauce and a bowl of vegetables to eat after this stream. I am getting a bit sick of eating so much lately. I think I'm definitely going to change the way I'm eating. X, you forgot the pearls. Yep, I know. I know. Right, 2 of those. Makes these. Some of those, some of them, some of those, some of these. Put that glass back in there. Which update would you want next for Minecraft? Oh. Oh. Landed in a gap. I would like to see... Oh, I had an idea for it, like... The other day, I just thought of an update they could do next. I was like, oh, that would be unexpected, but also cool. I thought I would remember. I thought it'd be like, oh, there's no way I'm getting that, but no, apparently I can't remember. So that I think actually works. That's all right. I think we've definitely overused that now, though, right? So we can't use that again. So coming around to this bit, we've got to put something there and something over here. Those are pretty much the last 2 bits. I feel like maybe we should make something new we haven't done before. Like 1, 2. That's actually pretty doable. I like that there. It looks more like a lighting fixture though. It's a bit weird, that. Over on this side, I actually don't like that. It just looks like something you'd put on the side in a room as a lighting fixture, so give that one a miss. Don't really want to use... I could put trapdoors on the top and bottom of something. Maybe we'll go for something rather plain here. Oh, actually, I know. I think I was even going to do this earlier. Now I think about it, because I noticed that the sizes were right. There you go. We'll go for that there. We won't do that around the side here. We'll come up with something different. Ugh! I made it. Right, we got a noise in the ear from Ghost Stealers 77777. For 2 months, we've got Bumblebee 2012 for 4 months. Masterful Master 6. Large Money Banks for 21 months. And Beacon in 11 is here with Cheers and Bits saying, one thought I had while seeing the dungeon was that you could set it near a skeleton or zombie spawner and set up water channels to easily move and restock mobs into the dungeon. Excited to see how it turns out in Season 1. You got me really thinking about that now, because with trading with villagers we could get like lots of diamond armor and stuff pretty easily, and could maybe make something like that again that's a bit more interesting. It's something to think about. I'm doubtful I'd end up doing it though, because unless we made it a live stream project, that might be a way to get it done. you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy that one over there again. Hashtag lazy. If we did it as a live stream project, once I'm sort of caught up on some of my other stuff, because there's this kind of like back and forth with projects of having a balance of what you're doing so that you're always getting towards that like end goal, getting things complete. And so I balance what I do on my streams with my videos essentially. If I don't do that, or sorry, if I get on top of things and I can get by without doing that, let's actually try 3 in between, then I could potentially just dedicate all of this live streaming time to doing a project like that. Well, that I think will work. And I'm, you know, classically exactly 1 block short. Oh no, I'm not. I've got 1 block extra. Beautiful. What does the camera account think? I actually think I've overdone it now. Like, it's too much of that in one space. Let's put something else in there instead of the sea lantern and call it that. Maybe honey blocks. I hadn't thought of that. What does it look like if we put honey blocks there? If we do honey blocks, it's probably going to also look better to get away from... Yeah, this is going to look so much... It actually looks really nice. It's going to look so much better if we get away from how we've taken what we were doing before and just changed 1 block. So what we'll do is we'll come all the way down to here, break that. I can't jump, but I can. And we'll try... So 2 blocks in between, we did that. Except it's only with 1 now. So 2 blocks, 1. 2 blocks, 1. 2 blocks, 1 there. And I think that's reasonable. So now we'll try it like this. Let's tab. It's alright. Kind of works. Kind of like it. We do actually have a little bit more facade action to take care of around here, don't we? We do indeed. Let's crack on with that. Ugh, I've managed to mess up all my streaming windows. Great. Also, there's some sea lanterns down there I want to go pick up. Glowbox behind, says Kaz. I think I'll leave it without for now, but yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. So now we're looking at doing that bit there. This is where I really could do with an ender pearl, basically. Sea lanterns behind the honey blocks is Big Robber House. Did they look better or glowstone? I thought glowstone would, but I actually kind of like the sea lanterns a bit more. Suma, where's the landing pad going to be? I've said this, the landing pad is going to be its own little tower, so it's not going to be part of what you see right now. Okay, I feel like here we're going to have lights. It's really nice to put lights on the underside because it kind of shines down onto what's happening below. So that takes care of that a little bit. Going back to my external view again. We need to put something on these walls. I feel like just a panel with some levers would do good. 1, 2, 3. We need more levers. We always need more of something, peeps. We always need more of something. Ow. Okay, sticks and stones. Where are the cobble? There they are. This inventory is full. Full, I tell thee. Oh, there's a stick there. Okay, let's make that amount of levers. Put that back over here. And eat a little bit of food and off we go again. Just some iron trapdoors on the flat walls, says Tech West. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh, almost went to the wrong bit. And did. Because I saw that. And now I'm in the wrong place. Great. Let's use this scaffolding. Cobble and milk. Nice. Did I say cobble and milk? Surely not. Surely I didn't say that. This don't work. I've got to go back that way a little bit. Any changes to 1.16 you want, says Timely Potato? I'm a bit mixed on the Strider mob. I feel like its texture in relationship to its size is a little off. But everything else I'm loving in this update. I think it's fantastic. Look at that. There we go. Okay, so now for the upper area. That sort of helped support that. Right, we've got a blank canvas, and I am an artiste. I know what I'm going to put in here. I'm going to put one of those boxes like around the side. Where is it? That. I'm going to put one of those on there. I feel like this one should have maybe something a little extra. What are we dealing with? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect for one. Absolutely perfect for one. So there's those blocks. Go up to that height is about right. Then do that. Come in here and rip out the blocks. Because we saving all this concrete, peeps. We saving it all. Right, and then we need those to be powered. Which we will do like this. Okay, and then some iron trapdoors. Boopity schmoopity whoopity doopity. I don't know why I have to make crazy noises. And I think that will kind of do that. Let's take a step back. Yep, loving it. On this side, I think some indented lights would probably make the most sense there. And then we've also got this little bit of space. I think I'm going to leave that alone. And then some of the bits around here we'll do later on. But let's just take a moment to think, hey, we've pretty much finished this. What a crazy build. Crazy, crazy build. Yeah, I'm liking it. I think I'm going to change that up there because it sort of ties itself to this, but it looks odd. This just needs to be... In fact, this is like the same as that over there. Oh, that up there. So let's change it around. So if I put some polished andesite there, we'll do another one of those. Let's go get polished andesite up in this bizzle. Okay, the bizzle needs some polished andesite. Where is that polished andesite, peeps? It's hiding away from me. It's hiding in a little chest monster over here. 1, 2, 3. Bam. What could it be? We've got a noise in the ear from Fear. The Kier. The rhymes. Fear the Kier 05 has gifted a sub to King Kiddy Kong. Thank you so much for gifting the sub, dude. Appreciate you doing that. Birch trapdoors are yellow-white textures, says TechWest. I've added in a fair bit, and we don't want to over-convolute the amount of textures on display. Could work, but it also has a bit more of a wooden, less industrial vibe to it, so I'm not so sure. That is better, in my opinion. And now we just got to go down the side here and add in some lights. And we are good to go. In fact, the first one is already in place. So if we had one there, that would leave 1, 2... Sorry, that would leave 1, 2, 3 between. Excellent, that's perfect. So... do that. Sea lantern. I'm missing one sea lantern now. Can you believe it? One sea lantern. And apparently I broke without using my silk touch pick. We should have more somewhere around here. Have no fear. Somewhere around here there are more. Are you going to colour code your shulker boxes anytime soon? Yeah, I will get round to it, but just haven't done it yet. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Again and again. You know what? I want to know what other hermits think about this build. Like, I don't know what the other hermits think of it. I don't know if they've seen it, but I kind of want to know, because this is just a really totally different type of build. I've never done anything like this before. Heavily inspired by the image that I shared in that video, by the way. And if I could take all of this back and do it again, I would definitely get more of a cubic structure together. Like, these bulges that come out wouldn't be so exaggerated. I feel like that's really played up the toyish side of it. But all in all, it looks pretty crazy and cool. And from some angles, it looks pretty superb. Like, I think somewhere around here. Yeah, like that. Now that just... Whoa, what is that? That catches your eye. Do you know what I am saying? On this side, it kind of looks like a llama, says Just Peep. It's like a little llama is that the point? Yeah, job well done, I'd say. Job well done. We didn't really miss any bits. We've tidied up most of our scaffolding. And, you know, this stream I wanted to do two things. I wanted to do this, and then I wanted to go over to the shopping area and work more on the concrete shop with Corrales. However, in this game, as you probably know, things always take longer than you expect. I thought we'd be over here for half an hour, peeps. We've been over here for 2 hours so far. Incredible. Right, we don't need our camera account anymore for what we're doing. And peeps, make sure to hit the follow button here on Twitch as well. I believe we've read all of our noises in the ear. And I need to go check something quickly. Yes! False is streaming on Hermitcraft. So we're going to go and raid False. So the Hermitcraft action don't stop here. Peeps, thank you so much for checking out the stream. Be sure to hit the follow button on your way out. Hit the raid button in chat. You can do that now. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thank you to all of my patrons. Thank you to all of you for coming out and watching. And that's it for me, this one. So hit the raid button in chat, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.